All right, here we go. The Ninth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. Let's get after it. All right, so the text of the Ninth Amendment reads, "The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people." All right, so there's some debate on exactly what the founders meant by this language. The most common interpretation, the simplest way I can put this, is it came down to the Bill of Rights and whether that was a good idea or not. Some people believe that if you wrote a Bill of Rights or these individual liberties that were guaranteed to the people, that a future government could look back and say, well, you gave all of these particular rights to people, so if you didn't list it, it's not a person's right. And so with that in mind, they kind of wrote the Ninth Amendment with the idea of, look, people have other rights and liberties that are not specifically written here in the U.S. Constitution or the Bill of Rights, and they retain those rights as individuals. Now, that's where some debate comes in, because what rights are those? So yeah, there's definitely debate on what the Ninth Amendment actually protects, but that's the simplest definition of it, that people retain rights that are not specifically in the Bill of Rights and the U.S. Constitution. So the Ninth Amendment does not come up that often in court cases. Once in a while it does, if the government is doing something where people believe it's going beyond its power, then sometimes in the arguments, the Ninth Amendment will be cited as, the government is being tyrannical, for example. It's been argued that the Ninth Amendment is actually not a right whatsoever. It's just about how you should read the Constitution and not read it too literally, not read it as though your only rights are specifically the Constitution. The Supreme Court has ruled in the past that the Ninth Amendment does guarantee people privacy on different matters, so it's come up in that sense. So to close here, I'm just going to quote a summary on the Ninth Amendment from the U.S. Congress's website, and it reads, "The Ninth Amendment provides that the enumeration of certain rights in the Constitution should not be construed to mean that the Constitution does not protect rights that are not enumerated. The amendment was included in the Bill of Rights to address fears that expressly protecting certain rights might be misinterpreted implicitly to sanction the infringement of others." So that's the Ninth Amendment to the United States Constitution. Hope that helped you make sense of it. If it did, subscribe to the channel, leave me a like. I would really appreciate that. We'll see you next time.